Top 10ers, what is up? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. You can follow the BTS team outside of YouTube. Our social media links are down below. And stick around until the end because we now have bonus content that plays at the end of every video. And you do not want to miss it because most of the time it is me messing up. You also don't want to miss our comment features. We love hearing from you guys, so make sure you stick around for that. As for today's list, we are doing a deep dive on one of the most famous animation TV series, The Simpsons. People love to watch the show, but they also enjoy pointing out all the mistakes that lie within it. I'm here to expose some of these mistakes with today's list of top 10 worst Simpson mistakes you won't believe you missed. Starting off the list, number 10 is the opening song. What better way to open this list with a mistake that happens in the opening sequence on every Simpsons episode. We all love that the opening credit sequence has a different couch gag in every episode, but the rest has stayed pretty much the same for all of the earlier seasons. Yet somehow we missed a mistake that appeared over and over again every time we watched an episode. At the part when Homer gets out of his car in the driveway, you can clearly see a rake, a bicycle, and some other items in the right side of the garage door. However, when Homer is being chased into the garage with Marge's car, you can see that the rake is gone and is actually replaced by two brown boxes that kind of just appear out of nowhere. On top of this, there is another little mix-up when Marge is going through the grocery store checkout. Her shopping cart is gray with a red handle, but then in the next shot, the entire cart is turquoise with no red handle. So if you're a fan who has seen every episode, you might be feeling a little dumb right now if you didn't catch on to these. In at number 9 is Dr. Nick comes back to life. It's hard to forget the lovable character Dr. Nick. I think it's fair to say he's pretty much useless when it comes to medicine and actually being a doctor, but his adorable personality and his positive attitude just makes him charming in some weird way. That's probably why fans were sad when he died in the Simpsons movie. He was just gone too soon. But only a year later, his tragic death was forgotten about. But not in the way where they just haven't thought about it in a while. They literally forgot that they killed him off the series. After his death, he showed up a year later in season 20 episode 2 called Lost Verizon. Either they forgot that he perished or they wanted to bring him back so badly and they hoped no one would think anything of it. Swiping the number 8 spot on our list, is Bart allergic to shellfish or not? Bart has several food allergies that we learn about throughout the series, like peanut shrimp and butterscotch. But for some reason, the Simpson creators have ignored his allergies in some episodes and then acknowledged them in other ones. During season 18 episode 3, we learn that Bart is severely allergic to shrimp. He ends up in the hospital with a swollen face after he had contact with peanut shrimp. But it makes us wonder how this is true because earlier on in season 13 episode 21, Bart says that he ate a ton of free shrimp in the green room while the family was competing on a reality show. On top of that, in season 2 we see that Bart is also allergic to butterscotch, which is weird because Marge offers to cook him a butterscotch chicken dinner as a reward in season 8. Did we just forget he had allergies? Did he outgrow them? I don't know what's going on with this. Next up at number 7 is the nose is gone. Where did the nose go? How does one lose a nose? This mistake is a hard one to catch, but somehow a passionate Simpsons fan was able to bring it to light for us. Many of the mistakes found in the series can be found hidden in the background work. It can be something as simple as a misplaced object or a miscolored item. Then there are times when it is a bigger one, like a missing body part in this case. During the episode called Lisa on Ice, there are a few frames where we see an audience cheering and watching a hockey game. For a quick moment, one of the watchers ends up randomly losing her nose in one scene. It's gone. Like it's there 1 second and then it's gone. Someone explain to me how this happens. At number 6 is the very impressive insurance plan. The majority of us have had to deal with the stress of filing an insurance claim, and if you haven't, good on you. Show off. Insurance claims take a while to go through, which makes it frustrating if you're trying to replace an expensive item such as a car. But apparently the Simpsons have the world's fastest insurance company and I want them to sign me up. In season 6 episode 9, an angry mob shows up to their home along with police helicopters. The strong winds from the choppers flip over Homer's car, completely destroying it. However, only a few moments later when they are watching TV, we catch a glimpse of his car looking brand spanking new, totally fine, parked on the side of the road. That is some good insurance. It's almost unrealistic. Halfway through the list at number 5 is disappearing snow. This one is just a classic continuity error. Everything has to remain in a sequence in order to make sense, but somehow a very obvious mix-up found its way into the final cut of the episode. In season 4 episode 9 there was an episode called Mr. Plow. Homer plows a path for a school bus, being the good human that he is, and we see a shot from the school doorway which shows that their pathway is covered in snow, with the exception of some footprints. However, when the scene goes to a different frame of Skinner and Bart near the bus, the snow is just magically gone. And not like Homer plowed it gone, like there's literally no snow. The worst part is, the snow comes back in the next frame when Bart is hit with snowballs and falls down on a very snow-filled pathway. So what season is it? I live in Canada and I know that snow doesn't come and go that quickly. Here we are, number 4, with Mr. Burns' age. This man is iconic in the Simpsons universe, known to be the oldest and most evil person living in Springfield. But it's been made clear if you follow the series that no one actually knows how old he is. Mr. Burns himself probably doesn't even know. In the episode titled Simpson and Delilah, Burns tells Homer that he is 81 years old after Homer guesses that he is 102. Okay. So he's 81. But then, in an episode titled Who Shot Mr. Burns, he's described as 104 years old. Then again, in another episode called Fraudcast News, he claims he was born in 1881. So the math is just all over the place with this. But what is most surprising is that during one episode we see him giving children a hard time in the 19th century woodcut scene, but he still appears to be the old man we know him as. Is he immortal? Like, what's going on? In third place on our list is Sideshow Bob escaped from prison. We know the crazy man as being a strange children's entertainer who is constantly trying to get revenge on Bart after he put him in jail. Although he's weird, he's a fan favorite character that always makes a return in some episodes one way or another. Throughout the series, we see Bob find some pretty creative ways to get out of prison in order to make another attempt at getting back at Bart. But there's an episode early on in the series that shows Bob is out of prison with no explanation for it. In Season 2, Episode 1, you can spot Sideshow Bob singing with townspeople during an outdoor winter scene. His first release from prison, though, wasn't until a Season 3 episode called Black Widower, so this really isn't possible. He's sneaky, but he's not that sneaky. In spot number 2 is Mr. Smithers' skin tone. If you go back and watch early episodes, you'll notice something really strange. Mr. Smithers is actually black in his first appearance. Now, I'm not pointing this out in some kind of racist way, it's only strange because obviously we would expect him with the same yellow skin like every other character on the show. Everything else about his appearance matched the typical Simpson look, he even had that bright blue hair going on. Apparently, the skin tone was a mistake that was blamed on the animation team, and the production staff couldn't afford to have it fixed, which is why it made it into the final edit. They ended up covering up their mistake by waiting until his second appearance, where they gave him the yellow skin to match the rest of the cast. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is Maggie Already Exists. This one is just ridiculous. It's actually the most famous error in Simpsons history, so if you haven't heard about it, you might be living under a rock. In the episode titled And Maggie Makes 3, we see Homer find out the news that Marge is pregnant with their third child. Homer is pretty distraught at first, which is funny to watch, but there's something very wrong in the scene. When Marge tells Homer about the news, they are in the living room sitting on their couch. Behind them, there's a picture on the wall, and it is a picture of Maggie, who isn't even born yet. The best part about this mistake is that it was first spotted by the Simpsons producer Matt Selman. It is okay, Matt, we all make mistakes. I mean, you gotta be pretty stupid. That's an unborn child and you got her picture behind you. Oh wow. Alright you guys, that is our list for today. Let me know in the comments if you spotted these mistakes while watching the show. You might get featured in our next video. On that note, it is comment time. Jennifer K Luckett says, love this channel and love being a part of the Beyond fam. Aww, we love having you as a Beyonder. I swear, I'm gonna work really hard at making this nickname stick. Lucy probably hates it. Jennifer Goliath says, is it just me or does the woman that is host look like Mandy Moore? Holy Jesus, I hope so. I'm honestly flattered that you even think that. I don't think I look like Mandy Moore, but I'll take it. Suzanne Bemis says, an interesting subject paired with good presentation. Thank you, Suzanne. That is some solid feedback. You know, I appreciate good feedback like that. Jean E.M. Simmerd says, now I just want to watch scary movies. Bye bye Joss, I am risking it all tonight. Well, good luck, but do not come back and put this blame on me. Well, there you have it. That's our list for today. Show some love, leave a like, comment, some money in the tip jar. That'd be really cool if that was the thing. You can also keep watching more of our videos. Just stay on this screen and click the icon that will appear right over here. I'm your host, Joss, and I will see you next time. There was a hair in my mouth that whole time. Seriously, I felt it, but I was like, I'm not moving. I'm on a roll. This hair? It keeps getting caught. Ew, I can't tug it behind my ears. I look like a freaking gremlin. Are you staring at my hair? What's wrong with it? Is it sticking up everywhere?
Yeah, alpha.
Are you serious? You're the worst. Okay, this hair. Into episode 1, you can spot side. I'm about to shave my head. Yeah, I'm about to pull Britney Spears. Get a razor to my head. I swear, if this hair was in my mouth one more time. People ask why I never do my hair. This is why. I need it in a ponytail. My hair. I'm just gonna shave right here, like the front. Just, yeah, you want some bonus content? I'm about to shave my head for you.